Hello, Swaddy Cup. Ricky, your favourite Aussie in Isaan. Bit of a different video, this one. One of the number one messages I keep getting at the moment, and it's endless, is the kitchen slats. So for those of you who don't know, we moved in about 2 months ago now. We had our house built and we added on, the exterior sort of Thai kitchen that you add on behind the house. So the house, it's got piles underneath. It's obviously up higher, and this is just a cheap add-on kitchen that we did. Initially the kitchen was going to be in the house. We decided to turn that into a dining room because it would have been quite small, and we built this add-on kitchen with a tin roof. Obviously these openable and closable slats get people's attention, so this is just like, you can hear it. I'm not convinced it's the wood. I don't really know what it is. It could be like a plasterboard or a gyp rock to make it look like a wood, but it's fairly thin. Like, I could probably punch it and get my way in the kitchen if I was absolutely locked out. It's not super solid, but these clats will open and shut. This is surprisingly water resistant, I'd say. It's not waterproof, but it's water resistant because we have heavy rains that come in sideways here in rural Thailand. Obviously the rains never get in the kitchen. The only time we've had water in the kitchen is when I did not close the slats and we had a huge rainstorm come in. People keep asking me, can I get in contact with your builder to do this? Unless you're in Chaiyapoom, they won't be interested. They don't really want to travel, from what I know. But I will show you guys how the system works, because it's a common thing. I've seen this in very old houses as well. It's a very simple setup, and it's something, if you're handy with the tools, that you could probably do yourself, to be honest with you. All it is, these slats, so this is the inside, is aluminium frames. So we just got a handle that we push like that to open and shut for every corner of the room. Not much to it. There's no rubber, there's no plastic seal or anything, and for whatever reason it keeps the water out absolutely perfectly. We generally keep this one shut in the morning just because we don't want the sun shining into the kitchen. But yeah, this is our add-on kitchen. Bench top, storage underneath, your standard sort of Thai kitchen. You got the washing machine in the corner, keep the fridge near the stairs, and as you can see, we've got windows here. So this was initially, the back door. This was just going to be outside. We've got the steps going down into our kitchen. Pretty common thing in Thailand. And our setup here, all it is, it's an aluminium frame, isn't it? I could almost build it. If I knew how to weld, I could build it. And it's just on wheels. So that's all it's on. Wheels with a little, that's not even much there, is it? Little aluminium frame, just to keep the wheels on track. If it broke, if one of the wheels popped off, it'd be a very quick and easy fix, wouldn't it? And we've got this just to hold the frame on. I can sort of push it a bit. That's all it is. There's not a whole lot to it, isn't it? You feel like there should be another frame here, but perhaps with the pushable side, you don't want one. That's it. How easy is that? So I get endless comments. Show this clip to whatever builder you've got or whatever handyman. Yeah, you can see the other ones as well. He's got the one metal piece there welded on to hold the frame on, and the wheels on the bottom. It'd be quite heavy, obviously, but not much to it. So it's probably going to keep costs down using cheaper materials, and you can use, that method of saving the costs to get some nice tiles and tile up the bench top and all that, perhaps. Even get the walls painted like we have. And then you just chucked a couple of lights on. So if you're looking at doing a potential build, you wouldn't do this for the house, obviously, but for the kitchen. So the idea of keeping the kitchen outside in Thailand is you're keeping all the ants and oils and dirtiness out of the house. So you keep the inside of the house nice and clean. That's the idea of it anyway. And then you're cooking, and all the aromas, the fish sauce, butter, the garlic, all that aroma goes outside because you can just shut these windows whenever you want. So that's our dining room in there, which was initially going to be the kitchen, in case you're wondering. Which would have been a very small kitchen, so I'm glad we made that move. But from now on, when anyone sends me a message asking about these slats, and can they get the builder's details, like I can give you the builder's details, but like I said, they're not really willing to travel outside of the province of Chaipu. Maybe if you were down the road in Boyai, which is only 40 minutes, 50 minutes from the city, they might come to you in Korat. But yeah, they're not going to go up to Udon Thani, or people have asked if they would come build for them in Chonburi, I believe. The cousin asked if he would come build in Nonthaburi, the west of Bangkok, and they said no, and that's family. So very, very simple setup for those of you who are curious about it. The one thing I don't like about this kitchen, and I'm not going to change it, it's just a first world problem, is at night I go up into the stairs and I can't reach the light. So if I've got the light on at night, yeah, I've got to come back down the stairs again. I guess I could, I was going to say I could reach out the window, I can't. But yeah, just wanted to, I guess, highlight my, it's not yours, you don't own the house. Wanted to highlight the slats here for the kitchen. And yeah, just pass this on to anyone who's curious from now on. There's not much to it. Yeah, you can make it as tall and short as you want, I guess. You just want to make sure it's solid, rolling on the wheels. And yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 openable and closable slats. What do you guys think? Good idea, or would you prefer having traditional openable and closable windows? I don't mind this. There's no windows to clean. It's very simple. Speaking about windows though, however, I will say dynamite move. Best move I've ever done was to make sure we got the tinted windows. So, I mean, that's my office space in there. I'll often be in my office doing things, and for whatever reason, there's always someone who comes wandering up here. There must be vegetables or stuff growing. I was watching a fella yesterday, and I can watch them from my office. Not that they're doing anything wrong, but they don't have a clue I'm in there, looking out the window, sitting at my desk. It's just a great level of privacy, and it does well with the heat too. This house, it's built with the cheap grey blocks. There's not much to it, and I've never lived in a house that's so nice against the heat. I'm going to put most of credit to the tiles. I think the roof's the most important part. So I've lived in a tin roof in a village before with no insulation whatsoever, and it was fine. I lived in it. It was bloody hot. I'd be sweating sitting on the couch. But this house, it's so cool. Even this section here, we've got a flat roof. We do have some insulation in that, but with those grey blocks, like that's my daughter's bedroom there, it's quite good. I wouldn't say it's hot at all. And yeah, I don't know if the tinted windows can get some credit towards that as well, but I do like the tinted windows and the privacy it gives us during the day. And then the other thing as well, I remember people sort of pulling their hair out at the idea that I didn't want fly screens for our bathroom. So that's our bathroom in there. Again, fantastic, because at night we shut it, and if we left it open a crack anyway, we don't leave the bathroom door open. I'm not sure if the bathroom door is open there, but generally we don't leave the bathroom door open. So if bugs and whatnot are getting in to your bathroom, it's not going in your house anyway, mate. It's just your bathroom. So I'm happy with that, because I get a nice view. I can look out the window while I'm having a shower. I quite like it. I'm not a big fan of this greyed out stuff for the window. I would have preferred tinting the windows as well, but it does give you some privacy for your family, which is what you want. So in an upcoming video, I'm going to talk about what I want to do out here with a special type of plant. So watch out for that one. And while we're on the topic of the house anyway, because people love this sort of stuff, I'm just trying to maintain the jungle because it grows like crazy. I'll probably do some whippersnippering today. The storms are coming every day at the moment as well. And I dug in some pits. So I dug down to the clay because the water was lingering at those posts. And what would happen is the water would pool and slowly drain out. It would drain out, but it's slow. Since I've dug these pits and filled them in with stones down to the clay, I can walk through here after a rainstorm and my feet don't sink into the land like it's rained so well. So that was a dynamite move by me. Someone said you should have dug the whole lot, but mate, it was a big enough issue, a big enough mission to do that as it was. But yeah, we're going to cover this with stones and put a roof in eventually anyway. I might even skip the little road trip. That's probably the next video, talking about a road trip, and maybe we just use that money that we would have spent, you know, going on a little road trip for a week to put in a roof, eh? I don't know, but I'll see what people think in the comments. But yeah, just a quick vlog that I could put together and probably upload today as I film this. What's going on? We've got one lemon tree thriving. The banana trees are not doing too well, even with all the rain. And yeah, we'll never clue if my mango tree is doing well or not. So I don't think the land here is great for growing things. It's very clayey underneath, and this lemon tree, yeah, just about done, mate. That lemon tree, the mother-in-law put some fertiliser on it this morning, but that lemon tree is just about done. The mango is, we've got ants, don't we? The ants are on it. The mango tree's got a couple of little mangoes here growing, which I should pull off, shouldn't I? They're not good for trying to grow a tree, but it's looking a bit yellow too. We're getting heaps of rain. Maybe it's too much rain, or yeah, I don't know. It is hot during the days. The other thing as well, we could potentially skip the road trip, and I do want to fence this up. So I'm not looking at doing a great big wall. I've spoken about, you know, just a concrete sort of foundation, I guess, or even just concrete in the posts and then put in like an aluminium fence, just to keep the dog in. There's a bloody bastard of a dog over there. He bit someone the other week and they went to hospital in an ambulance. And I was watching him this morning as well. He was wandering down here. So the fact that he's putting adults in hospital, they are trying their best to contain him, but sometimes a dog wanders off for a moment. You know, I don't want that dog. He's only a little thing too. I don't want that dog biting my daughters, obviously. So just fencing that up, just to keep, you know, our area contained, because the dog's not going to wander in through the driveway. But yeah, that's the slats. For people interested, have a crack. If you do have a crack, let me know in the comments. I reckon I could just about build it. It'd be shonky, but you know, wouldn't be hard at all to pass that on to a builder. Or I reckon I could show my dad that video and he could build it from Australia without seeing it in person.
Ross and Isaan have been very busy. Is it a hard job or is it easy?
No, it's pretty easy.
Pretty easy?
Looks like the storms are coming. It's day after day at the moment. It's looking wet at the chicken house next door. Life's good in the village. Take care everyone. I'll see you when I see yous.